Afternoon, guys. Same process as usual, please. I'll have a couple of questions in Spanish and Catalan before the embargo. The embargo will be for 10:30 tonight. The only difference is the microphones will have to be passed around by yourselves, please. We've not got anyone to assist today. Ben?
Good afternoon, Pep. First question is, I suppose, obvious given the fact the players have been away, but how have the players reported back after the international break?
Except John Stones, a concussion had in his head in the last game, international break, and he feels really good, but the rules is 7 days off, so that's why he's not available. The other ones are okay.
Gabriel Jesus scored for Brazil against Germany. How important will he be for you between now and the end of the season?
Well, I think, first of all, it's so important for him. He was a long time injured, and striker needs goals. And the problem we had right now in Sergio, it's so important. Gabriel, for his confidence, it's so important.
And Raheem Sterling was man of the match for England against Italy. He didn't score, but played a pivotal role in their goal. Have discussions opened yet about a new contract for him?
No. In terms of contracts, I'm not the guy. So it's Chicky is talking about that.
But how important is it as a club that you keep someone like Raheem Sterling?
No doubts. It's so important. But you know, the deals are the deals. The agents and many circumstances and other clubs, maybe they are interested on him. So everything can happen, but he knows how important it is for us.
What do you make of what Sam Allardyce has done at Everton?
Sorry?
What do you make of what Sam Allardyce has done at Everton?
Good. Good. The results are there. Good. Especially at home, we are so strong.
And just finally from me, I know you're a big golf fan. Who do you think is going to win the Masters this year?
I don't know. So the golf is the most unpredictable game in the world. So you 10 tournaments and each one win different people. So, but of course, again, it's fascinating to watch the best players in the Masters.
Pep, Everton last year was a very bad day. How much progress have you made since then, and what did you learn in particular about your players that day?
But I don't analyze what happened last season comparing what is the situation now for one single game. For example, the Everton at home last season was one of the best performances we ever played, and we draw. In a way, I think we didn't play not bad at the result marks for 0, but when that's happened, you have to accept it. But of course, I think this season was much better than the previous season so far in terms of results and the qualification in the tournaments. But tomorrow it's another game, and you start 0-0 in the same positions and the Open.
You're in such a position in the league now. How do you tell yourself it's not already done?
Because it's not already done. We need 3 games or 2 if we're able to win the next 2. So of course we are in good position. There's 8 games left. Still to play. You have 16 points plus goal difference. But it's not already done. And to prepare the next games in Premier League, in the Champions League, is to be ready immediately. So of course we were 3 weeks without playing games. So we were 1 week in Abu Dhabi, and after 2 weeks in an international break. So when I come back, it's just 2 days, and really I don't know how we are going to react tomorrow. Hopefully the same level we had during the season, but I don't know.
It's not even possible for you to look at the Liverpool game because it is so important.
I'm not going to deny that, because the fact we were 2 weeks, we had time to review our games this season against them, the last games they played. Of course, we have time. You look the games, but believe me. So I prepare Everton like it was the most important game you have to play. So my decision is to win Everton, not these guys are going to play thinking about from Liverpool. That would be a big mistake from my side.
Hi Pep. Sergio sat out the last game, and then he missed Argentina's games too. How is he now?
He's much better.
Right. Will he be involved this weekend?
We'll see tomorrow.
Okay, and one other thing, there's a report today claiming that some players in English football have been using nicotine pouches before and even during games to give themselves a little bit of a boost. Is this something you're aware of? Do you know anything about this?
Yeah, the doctor spoke about that this morning. I didn't know it. So the doctor spoke with the players. That's all I can say. I don't know the benefits, the pleasure of that. So I don't know. I know about that this morning when the doctors came in my office and talk about that.
What is the message that the doctor would try to get across?
I spoke with the players. They spoke with the players, but I don't know. I was preparing the training session. I was not further, for more explanations. But now maybe in lunch, I will ask them.
Pep, it's obviously a very important 2 weeks coming up. You've gone through similar periods during your times at Barcelona. I think there was a time at Barcelona when you had 4 games against Real Madrid in 3 weeks. How does this period coming up compare to that, and is there anything you can take from that?
Well, we play in different games. So Everton, United, Chelsea, Liverpool is not 4 games in a row against the same team. It's completely different. But now, when you arrive in that stage, in that position, it's fascinating because when you did it not well, you are not in that position. So that's why just to enjoy it, knowing that to claim that that mountain, to achieve that, the demanding is higher. So we have to know, everybody has to know, or we are in our best level, so you cannot overcome that stages, because since especially qualifying the Champions League, Goodison Park, a long time ago, City is not able to take a good result, so we are not able to do it, but that is a challenge. It's a challenge to ourselves, not for the opponents, to ourselves. We were able to do it.
Anything else in English, guys, before the embargo? Catalan, please.
Des del primer dia que t'ho podem preguntar. Quan et van sancionar pel llaç, hi havia 4 persones a la presó, ara n'hi ha 9 més la detenció del Carles Puigdemont. Com has viscut aquests últims esdeveniments de les últimes setmanes?
Com tota gent que no vol el mal pels altres ni per les seves famílies, amb preocupació. Només dir que tot el que hem fet durant potser 6 milions de persones han sortit al carrer en aquests darrers anys, ho han fet sempre de manera no pacífica, més que això. Quan diuen que som generadors de violència, aquí és on s'equivoquen de ple. Poden estar d'acord o no d'acord, ja sabem que les idees tothom les pot tenir, tant de bo els jutges puguin fer la seva feina, solucionar un tema polític, però no poden dir, crec que és una gran injustícia, dir que ens puguin comparar amb Cali Borroca o puguin dir que semblem la banda terrorista ETA. A part, això és molt senzill, és veure què va passar l'1 d'octubre. La fotografia és meravellosa, la fotografia no enganya, n'hi ha moltes, i els vídeos no enganyen. Fa molts anys probablement es podia, però ja les proves són aquestes, i crec que és injust que em puguin culpar d'això, perquè si alguna cosa ho han fet de manera molt pacífica. I em sembla que tots els missatges, des del president Puigdemont fins al vicepresident Junqueras, més el president de l'ANC, el president d'Òmnium Cultural, més tota la gent que ha estat allà, sempre ho han dit a través del pacifisme, a través de simplement expressar el vot a través de les urnes. Per això crec que és molt injust, però d'altra banda tothom sap que no és cert, perquè, insisteixo, poden no estar d'acord amb mi, però hi ha fotos. Hi ha imatges, i aquestes em sembla que ens hem comportat de manera el que ha sigut sempre Catalunya a través de la seva història.
So I want to ask you about the events of the last few days with the arrest of Carles Puigdemont and also the imprisonment of the Catalan politicians. How did you live that situation in the last few days? Well, like everyone else who doesn't wish bad things for anyone and for the families, I'm obviously worried because what the Catalan people show, the 6 million people they show in the street, it was always peacefully, even more than that. And they might say that people in Catalonia, they generate violence, but that's a mistake. They can agree with our ideas or not. And obviously the judges are there to do their job, but I think it's really unfair that they compare us or the Catalan people with bands like Kale Borroka or even with a terrorist group like ETA. And you must, guys, just focus on what happened in the 1st of October, the picture there, what did you see on the street, and the images and videos, they don't lie. That's a proof about the behavior of the Catalan people. And again, it's unfair, everything they are saying, because we have always behaved peacefully, and obviously all the messages from the people, the politicians, the former President Carles Puigdemont, Junqueras, and other politicians' imprisonment, they have always done it through peace, and they have always asked to vote with ballots in democracy. But they might not agree with our ideas, but that's the picture. Everyone saw it, what happened, and hopefully the situation will sort out.
Hola, Pep. Ja fa setmanes que diem i que sentim que el Daniu era ben fet per guanyar la Premier.
Des del desembre.
Del desembre. Però ara els últims passos, o els següents, són l'Everton, que és un equip que fins ara s'ha travessat per una qüestió o per l'altra, després hi ha un derbi, després un partit a Wembley contra el Tottenham. Sents que els últims passos o els següents són també, encara que ho tingueu a prop, són grans passos?
Sí. Jo per això deia amb el teu company, no està fet, ho tenim molt a prop, estem en una situació idíl·lica, però no està fet perquè sabem que aquesta lliga, com totes, tu pots deixar de guanyar 1, 2 i 3 partits, i els rivals, Goodison Park és molt complicat, el derbi amb United aquí serà molt dur, Tottenham és un equip que juga no bé, el següent, fantàsticament bé, ho celebrarem si som capaços de guanyar-la. Mentrestant, vam estar amb calma, preparar bé què és el que hem de fer, i això és el que hem intentat fer aquests dies.
So the next few weeks, we've said that you have almost won the Premier League, but the next stages obviously are really, really tough for you. Everton away, the derby against Manchester United and Tottenham. Do you think the next steps are big steps to win the trophy? Well, I was saying before to your colleague that it's not done. We are almost there. We are in almost ideal situation, very close, but it isn't done. And especially in this league, how tough is the Premier League? You can lose 2 or 3 games in a row and get in trouble. And obviously we have big games ahead. Goodison is always a tough ground. Obviously, the Manchester derby is going to be very, very difficult, and we all know how well Tottenham plays in Wembley. So we will celebrate when it's done, but until then, we are going to prepare the games calmly and like we've done all the season.
Set the embargo for 10:30 tonight, please, guys.